Welcome back to This Week in Auburn Sports. I'm the Auburn Plainsman sports editor, Eric Wallace. This man to my right is the managing editor of the Auburn Plainsman, Justin Ferguson. And this week, we got some interesting news out of the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships in Eugene, Oregon, and some news out of the World Cup in Brazil. But to start us off, the Auburn football team got a new addition this week. Somebody who had a pretty big moment in 2013. He helped Auburn, in one of the big miracles. Trey Matthews, former defensive back with Georgia, who was dismissed from the team over there, announced on Twitter that he would be transferring to Auburn in the fall, and that he would. He's a part of the team. He'll be able to play this fall, won't he?
No, he'll have to sit out.
Oh, okay.
He'll have to sit out. Transfer rules in football are a little bit different with basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So Trey Matthews will be on the team, be able to practice, but will not be eligible to play until 2015.
Right. And what exactly was he dismissed for at Georgia? Did they ever say? Or was it just the team rules?
I think they used the team rules.
Right.
But I don't think anything was ever officially released on it. But yeah, Matthews had been one of Georgia's best players, defensive back. He found his way to start as a freshman. He was an All-American in high school, one of the best players from the state when he was recruited. And Georgia returned a lot of talent from that defense this year, and now they're going to be missing a starter in Trey Matthews. Once again, Auburn picks up a former SEC player who, instead of going the junior college route, he's just going to come directly to Auburn. He was looking at going to Louisville, where former Georgia defense coordinator Ty Grantham is currently there, and Josh Harvey Clemens, who was also involved in that play, he ended up transferring there. But remember from Trey Matthews is the ball to Ricardo Lewis. Matthews has it would have been an easy interception,
yep.
And then the ball gets knocked away from him, tipped up. Ricardo Lewis scores. So to make this even more interesting, Auburn opens the 2015 season against Louisville.
That's right.
In Atlanta. So that'll be very interesting to see that. But yeah, Auburn picks up a player who will contribute in the secondary position that has struggled with depth recently.
Yeah, and he has SEC experience, so he could be a big contributor for him moving forward. Heading out west, track and field finished up its season. They were the last Auburn team to finish up their season for the 2013-2014 academic year. 8 Tigers picked up All-American honors at the meet, with senior Steven Sains picking up first-team honors in the shot put with his 5th place overall finish. Freshman Khalil Henderson also picked up first-team honors. He finished 6th in the 200-meter, and he actually recorded a personal best in his final heat. And also DJ Smith picked up All-American honors for his 6th place finish in the high jump. So while the team only finished 24th overall, it was there's a lot going on with that team because they're very young. They have a lot of young talent. Justin Carter is a freshman javelin thrower, and he had a big year. He had one of the longest throws in the world for somebody his age. So while the finish wasn't the highest, it achieved Coach Spry's goal of a top 25 finish.
Yep.
And it's just good to see some of the younger guys compete. And then with the older guys, Steven Sains last year with his torn pectoral. It's just nice to see him go out on a high note, picking up the All-American honors.
Yeah. This team is very talented, and Auburn hasn't had the greatest years recently in track and field, but this is the kind of season that you need if you want to get up there and be a power in the SEC and nationally. You got to have a season like this, and Coach Spry will definitely take this one.
Yeah, I definitely think he'll be pleased with it. Now, leaving the country and heading south to Brazil, we've seen quite a lot of hubbub about the World Cup going on.
Best group stage I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's thoroughly entertaining.
And I've been dead wrong on my prediction of Spain repeating as world champions.
Mexico getting no points.
Put out. Yeah, and Mexico getting no points. Mexico has 4 points, and Spain has 0, and will not make it to the knockout stage.
They were just eliminated.
Just eliminated. But my prediction of the United States getting to the knockout stage is looking a little bit better after an incredible win against Ghana.
Yeah.
And stars are starting to align a little bit for at least a draw with Portugal. They're banged up. Lots of suspension. We don't know what Cristiano Ronaldo will do. So it's going to be a really interesting Sunday afternoon. But talk about how downtown Auburn, Monday afternoon, it was a great atmosphere to be around. A lot of U.S. soccer fans in Auburn, and they showed it. There were
several watch parties in a lot of different bars. Halftime, I know there was one at Moe's.
Yeah, the city ran one in the parking lot at Gay Street. And they'll keep doing this as far as the U.S. will go. And I know that this team relies on a lot of the support they get through social media, just from fans all around the world seeing the reaction videos from all the chapters of the American Outlaws and stuff like that. And, there's an interesting story we have this week on American Outlaws trying to get a chapter going in Auburn. And then the Brazilian student organization meeting. Their home country is on the biggest stage, and they're in Auburn supporting what has been a really fun team to watch in Brazil. So, it's been a great World Cup. I mean, you wait 4 years for something like this to happen, and it's here, and it's been incredible.
Absolutely, yeah. And speaking of this week's Plainsman, we got a lot of great stuff about the World Cup, the American Outlaws story, stuff about the Brazilian Student Association, and how they're enjoying the World Cup being held in their home country. So make sure you pick that up. There's also some good stuff about the baseball team with former player Patrick Savage, who quit the team in February, telling his side of his exit from the program. He does not feel that Sonny Galloway correctly described his exit from the program to the media. So,
and then we got a further look, of the program and the culture change that Sonny Galloway's trying to get into, and how the players have been reacting to that. So it's a really good look inside the Auburn program. The baseball program has received a lot of attention these last few weeks. It's a really good look on inside what's going on in Auburn baseball.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate we weren't able to get into contact with Sonny Galloway to get his thoughts on it. But make sure to check that out in our print copy, and it should be up online soon afterwards. So until next time, this has been This Week in Auburn Sports.